Hi, I'm Enchanting Newbie Annette. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. All right, YouTube family, let's talk about this new workplace vibe that has got everyone clutching their cubicles like it's their grandmother's sweet potato pie at Thanksgiving. Job hugging. Yes, you heard it right. Not job hopping. So let me break it down for you like we're at brunch with bottomless mimosas and career anxiety on the side. Now you're wondering, what is job hugging? So picture this. You're in a job that's kind of meh, just all right, and your boss still thinks synergy is a personality trait, and your raise was basically a compliment, and your work from home days got snatched like your hair edges in a windstorm. But instead of bouncing to something better, you're holding on real tight, like it's the last seat on the subway during rush hour. Job, job hugging is when folks stay in jobs they don't love, or even they low key hate the job because the job market feels like a game of musical chairs with no music and way too many players. It's the opposite of job hopping, which was all the rage, as you know, during the Great Resignation. Back then, people were switching jobs like outfits or your clothing at the Beyonce's Renaissance tour. So remember even just a few years ago when every 2 to 3 years, especially like the younger people who were in their 20s, they would change jobs so often. And I asked a few people like why what was the reason? Of course some people didn't like their job, but some people actually, many of the people had a strategy to get more money, to get raises. So once they left a job, they would say on the interview, the amount of money they would make, they would actually bump it up. And then that job would basically compete by giving them even a few $1,000s more. So they were getting raises every 3 years or 4 years. That strategy was working for a while, those of you who did it. However, right now, in this economy, especially if you're in a major city like New York, California, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, Miami, and so forth, people are hugging their jobs like it's their emotional support paycheck, which it really is. But why is it happening now? As you know, let's keep it real, everyone. The economy has been acting real funny and is off balance, extreme off balance. I am just really disappointed at what is going down right now, what is happening. Layoffs are up. They have increased to over 170,000, and that was announced in February, months ago. So it's so much recession right now, as you know. Hiring is down. So the job creation has slowed down to about 73,000 in July. Those are the real statistics, everyone, around this figure. And that's the lowest since 2010. Next, we have, of course, the AI. We have AI anxiety. Well, some people do. I'm embracing it. I know it's here to stay. So I am a big supporter of learning more and more each week about AI and how I can upgrade my skills, learn new skills, and even create new income. But many people are very worried that robots are coming to take their jobs. Okay? And not the cute kind that they have out there that, some of them are doing like household chores or they're in restaurants, on wheels. They look like a little maid or bartender, not those cutesy types. But, the other types that are actually, in Amazon right now, they're in several post offices right now, even hospitals, clinics, and doing electrical work and so forth. Those type of AI innovations or robots. So the quit rate of quitting your job is really low. So only 2% of workers are voluntarily leaving their jobs. And people who leave their jobs, most of them, it's when they can't take it anymore. They're at the brink. Their job is causing so many stressors for them. And that has been the lowest since 2016, according to online reports. So most people, the majority of people, instead of chasing new opportunities, most folks are saying they better stay, well, better the devil that they know than the devil that they don't. And honestly, that devil comes with insurance, dental, vision, all around health insurance, and stability, consistency to have the same lifestyle. So, as we know, money is not motivating like it used to. Because back in the day, like I mentioned, switching jobs meant you can get a raise, a really juicy wage, a wage that you can see the difference in maybe going on more trips, traveling more, you can invest more, you can save more. But now, not so much. So job switchers are getting about maybe 4% of a pay bump, and job stayers, people who are job hugging, are getting about 4.1%. So basically, it's the same thing, the same coin, whether you stay or whether you go. And you know what? There are times that new job, it comes with even more stress and less paid overtime. Okay, things that you can't even imagine. That's the reason why that position was open in the first place. You never know that person who is interviewing you, or even the administrators, the employers, how their personality is. It may not even mesh with yours, and you're doing about four jobs in one. So many people are hugging their job that they have right now like it's the last charger at the airport. So everyone, job hugging isn't about loving your job, it's about fearing the unknown. You don't know what's out there. You don't know, what stresses you may have getting a new job and the time it will take to get a new job. People are clinging to stability like it's a weighted blanket during a thunderstorm. And according to Glassdoor, YouTube family, 65% of employees feel stuck in their current roles. They feel they can't go anywhere because they're looking at the news. Every day we see that many people are in extremely dire situations. I've made videos about it. Many people have as well. And unfortunately, many Americans are living a life in poverty in this so called wealthy country. People are living in their cars. People have been living in storage units. People are living in parks. Many people have been giving up their homes. They have to sell their home because there's no way they can pay their mortgage. So many people are losing their jobs. Just last week, Chevron, huge um, business establishment, has been around for decades, maybe even close to a century or more. They have let go about 9,000 employees. NASA has let go many employees. So many people in the tech industry have been let go in Silicon Valley. Those people have earned 300,000, 200,000 and up in salary. They have the best salaries overall. It's like top tier as the tech people who are, of course, in law, and doctors. Even now, doctors and nurses are complaining because, unfortunately, they have been let go because I believe it's 1,000 hospitals have closed in various states. Unbelievable. So, this is what we're facing right now, and unfortunately, we hear that it's going to get even worse. So, people are very, very loyal to their jobs right now, even if they don't love the job. People are very afraid of losing their benefits, especially if you're not single, if you have children to take care of, if you have an illness, if you need medication, if you have an elderly parents. And as we know, so many senior centers have closed down, nursing homes have closed down. Who's going to take care of these people? Because even home health aides and nurses assistants, their agencies have closed down as well. So people are very tired right now. People are very stressed at their lowest brink right now. So some of my final thoughts is, job hugging is a new survival strategy. Those of you who have a job, I would definitely say, of course, it makes sense to keep it. You can continue to look for a job, but keep the one that you have. Make sure that you're saving as much as possible. Cut down on the extras. I haven't, for example, had cable in over 10 years and I don't miss it. Why? Because many years ago, this is around 2014, I decided to stream. So I rather have Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and then YouTube. That's it for me. I don't need any more. Anything that is spending that is not a necessity, cut it down. Even if it comes to, doing your nails at home, sometimes, of course, doing your hair at home sometimes as well. And those other things that, of course, you want to pamper yourself and, treat yourself well, but some things you can do at home and it will save you a lot of money because, again, when you have your hair done, and that's just my perspective, you have to pay. If there's two people doing your hair, one person who's washing your hair, you have to give them a tip. The other person who's styling your hair, you have to give them a tip as well. Then that's time, for their labor. And if it's something that you can do, even if it's fixing something in your house or your apartment, you can just do it on your own, buy the materials. It's less costly. Okay? Let's continue. So, again, make sure that you are keeping your jobs and try to do the most that you can. Just try to show more effort because your employers are looking at you because many of the employers nowadays, unfortunately, are looking to see who they can let go, who they can lay off in order to keep more money for themselves. So this time that we're living in right now, it's not thriving, but you can be employed. And while it's smart to be very cautious in a shaky market, I am definitely do not let fear keep you from leveling up. Just because the job market's very cold right now doesn't mean your ambition has to be. If you have a passion for anything, if you want to be an entrepreneur, pursue that and do that on the side while you're working for someone else. So if you're job hugging right now, I understand the rationale behind it. But make sure that it's not the hugging, it's not hugging you back with a burnout or even broken promises. Make sure that you're still living a good balanced life, that your health is up, that you still have joy in your life. You need to have that work-life balance. So everyone, what are your thoughts about this? Job hugging, what is your situation right now? Please leave a comment below. What are some strategies that you have been doing to keep yourself afloat and to strategize so you can continue to profit in this very difficult economy? Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also, stay safe wherever you are and keep your head on a swivel.